everybody, welcome to class today. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of everything, so really good mix of twists, back bends, maybe some inversions, lots of standing sequences. So a little bit of everything. Don't need any props today unless you want a block and a strap maybe next to you, that's fine. Apologies for the dogs, they're going nuts at the moment, but you get that in life. So we're going to start in a seated position. Come to a comfortable seated position for you. Bring the spine nice and tall, head stacking over the shoulders, over the hips, and then close through the eyes. And turn the palms up towards the ceiling. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose, hold it at the top. And then let it go through the mouth. And start to breathe in and out through your nose. And I invite you to bring some awareness to the space at the back of your neck, the back of your head, and see if you can just gently lengthen the back of your neck, almost as if you're giving a really subtle little nod with your head. You should feel that the rest of your spine grows tall. Take 2 more breaths here, maybe set an intention. And then blink the eyes open. Take the left hand off to the left. Inhale, sweep the right arm up. And then as you exhale, start to crawl over to the left hand side. Maybe the left forearm comes down if you have the flexibility. Grounding down through the right hip to open up through the right side body. And then inhale, come back through center. And then as you exhale, take the right hand over. Maybe the forearm comes down. Gaze is wherever is comfortable for you. And then inhale, bring it through center. Take the hands behind you, change the cross of the legs. Take an inhale, sweep both arms up above you. And again, draw the length into the back of the neck to lengthen through the spine. Exhale, turn as far as you can to the right. Take an inhale here to grow a little taller. And then as you exhale next, take the left hand to the right knee and start to turn towards the right. Inhale, sweep both arms up overhead. Exhale, turn as far as you can to the left. Inhale, gather a bit more length. And then as you exhale, right hand to the left knee, take a twist. And then inhale, bring your way through center. Exhale, take the hands in front of you, roll over the shins, come into all fours. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Inhale, reach the sternum forward, cow belly. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale. Exhale. And keep moving like this at your own pace for a few more breaths. I'm trying to really bring the movement into the spine, so you're not just moving up and down through the shoulders. Try and keep the shoulders in a fairly still, neutral position. Really round and roll through the spine. Take an inhale into cow belly. Exhale, round. And then you're just going to keep the rounding. Take the hips back towards the feet. So you're in a rounded child's pose. And then as you inhale, bend the elbows, snake the sternum forward towards the top of the mat and push up. So if this is uncomfortable, you might have to take your hands a little bit in front of the shoulders. Inhale in your cow belly. Exhale, round the back, send the hips back. Inhale, bend the arms like chaturanga arms, and then lead with the sternum coming all the way up into your cow belly. And then exhale one more time, round, push it back. And then use the inhale to reach yourself all the way forward, warming up through the upper back. And then take one more exhale into cat pose. And then as you inhale, drop it into cow, reach the sternum forward. This time as you exhale, press the tops of the feet into the mat and come to a hover. So your spine is in neutral and you're in this hovering cat on the top of your feet. And bring your awareness to your ankles. They're going to want to just drop out to the side. See if you can draw the outer ankles in towards each other. 2 more breaths. And then inhale, cow belly. This time tuck the toes, and as you exhale, come to a neutral spine. Come again to that hovering cat, this time with the toes tucked under. Shoulders are directly over the wrists, gaze is neutral. One more inhale. And then exhale, bring it down to the mat. Inhale, cow belly. And then exhale, you're going to come back into that variation with the knees hovering. Hold here with the knees hovering, and then take your cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round the spine. And take a few more like this. And you'll probably notice that you've got a different range of movement in your spine now. It's probably a little bit less. One more into cat. And then come to neutral. Start to press the hips back and up into your downward dog, lengthening the stance a little bit if you need to. And take a few breaths here in your downward dog, pedaling out through the feet. Turn my heater onto a lower setting. And then look towards the hands. Inhale, ripple forward into a plank pose. Feel free to drop the knees. And hold this first plank for about 5 breaths. Make sure the shoulders are directly over the wrists and you're really strong through the legs. No bird baths in the lower back. Make sure the hips aren't piking towards the ceiling. A lot going on in plank. And take 2 more breaths here. And then as you exhale, pike the hips up, come back into downward facing dog. We'll take a couple of waves like that. So inhale, roll the spine forward to plank. And then exhale, lead with the hips as if you're going over a hurdle. Come back. Inhale, raise high onto the toes, shift forward. Exhale, take it back. One more like that. Inhale, take it forward. Exhale, take it back. We're going to change it slightly this time. So inhale, bring yourself into plank. And then as you exhale, bend the knees back to that hovering cat position. Send the hips back and then send the hips up into downward dog. Ripple the spine forward, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees as you send the hips back and then up. 2 more like that. Take it at your own pace. Try and bring an almost water-like quality into your movement. So you're really just flowing, adding any organic movements that feel natural to you. We'll meet in plank. And then come to the tops of your feet. So if your knees are down, same thing, you're just going to come to the tops of your feet. And again, I invite you to draw the outer ankles in. Then push strongly through the arms as if you're pushing the floor away, but relax the tops of the shoulders around the neck. 2 more breaths. And then stay on the tops of the feet as you start to lift the hips up and back. Roll over the toes into downward dog. And then inhale all the way forward and we'll come all the way down onto the belly. Untuck the toes, take the hands behind you, palms face up. Inhale, lift the shoulder heads away from the mat. Feel the shoulder blades drawn to the back. And then as you exhale, press through the hands and the feet to peel the chest up. So think of the head reaching towards the front of the room as opposed to throwing the chin up. Think of that gentle nod that you did in sitting at the start of the class. Take one more inhale here. And then exhale, lower the forehead down. Inhale, shoulder heads come away from the mat. And then this time as you exhale, legs lift, chest lifts. Keep pressing through the hands. And try and keep the shoulder heads away from the mat. So if you find that when you press strongly into the mat, the shoulder heads round again, press a little bit lighter and think more of lengthening towards the feet. Take 2 more breaths. And then exhale, slowly release. Inhale, shoulder heads lift. And then this time as you exhale, float everything off. Think of the hands reaching for the feet and the head reaching towards the front of the room. Feet reaching towards the back of the room. Inner thighs gently spiral towards the ceiling. And then float the hands underneath the shoulders, elbows hugging. Plant the hands with the toes. Sorry, you're either going to come into cobra or you're going to lift the knees and come into upward facing dog. And then come into downward facing dog. So I'm going to stick with cobra today. I'm dealing with a little bit of a back issue. So up dog's not working for me, but if up dog's in your practice, then you feel free to take it. Look towards the hands, step, walk or float. Inhale, come into a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale, come into that halfway lift and hold. Take a gentle bend in through the knees. And again, bring the awareness to the fronts of the shoulders. See if you can gently draw them onto the back to widen through the collarbones. Take an inhale here. Exhale, float the arms off to capital T. Inhale. And then as you exhale, sweep the right arm down towards the floor, gently drawing the left hip towards the floor. Inhale, center. Exhale, left hand down, right hip gently down to keep the pelvis neutral. Inhale. One more each direction. Exhale here, and then inhale, sweep the arms all the way up and overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Come to the top of your mat and we'll do a couple of sun salutations. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right leg steps, knee up or down. Exhale, step back to plank. Hold the breath, lower all the way to the belly, elbows stay close. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, step or assist the right leg forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left leg steps, knee up or down. Exhale, plank, knees can be down. Hold the breath, lower all the way to the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, dog. Inhale, left leg steps. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. We'll go a little bit faster. Exhale, fold. Always work at your pace though. Inhale, right. Exhale, plank. Hold and lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, dog. Inhale, right. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Exhale, fold. Inhale left, exhale plank. Hold and lower. Inhale cobra, exhale dog. Inhale left, exhale fold. Inhale raise, exhale fold. Inhale right, exhale plank. Hold and lower. Inhale cobra, exhale dog. Inhale right, exhale fold. Inhale raise, exhale fold. Inhale left, exhale plank. Hold and lower. Inhale cobra, exhale dog. Inhale left, exhale fold. Inhale raise, last time. Exhale fold. Inhale right, exhale plank. Hold and lower. Inhale cobra, exhale dog. Inhale right, exhale fold. Inhale raise, exhale fold. Inhale left, exhale plank. Hold and lower. Inhale cobra, exhale dog. Inhale left, exhale fold. Inhale raise, exhale hands to heart center. Inhale, sink the hips, reach the arms forward for chair. Make sure the weight's back in the heels. You should be able to wiggle the toes. And if your feet are apart, make sure that your knees are apart. And then gently think of lengthening through the lower back so you're not just overarching through the spine. Gentle drawing of the ribs towards the hips. And if that means that you can't reach your shoulders as far forward and up, higher is the word I'm looking for, then that's fine. Take one more inhale here. And then exhale, plant the hands. Inhale, come into a halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank pose. Take an inhale here, knees up or down. Exhale, halfway for chaturanga, shoulders higher than the elbows. Inhale, plank. Two more like that. Exhale, slight shift forward, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Look between the hands, step the right foot between the hands. Drop the left foot, your back heel aligns with your front heel. Raise up, warrior one. So we're going to hold for about 5 breaths for the first one. Strongly ground through the back foot as you work on getting the torso and the collarbones towards the front of the room. And that front knee is directly over its ankle. Active through the arms. And then as you exhale, plant the hands, step it back to plank. Option for a one-legged chaturanga. We're going to come straight back to plank. Inhale, exhale, downward dog. Step the left foot forward, drop the right foot heel to heel, raise up, warrior one. And again, for the first few breaths, maybe you take some weight out of the front leg to really ground through the back leg, square the shoulders, and then start to rebend in through the front knee, drawing length through the lower spine as you engage through the glutes. And a prime view of these dogs just slowly destroying the backyard. Take one more inhale. And then exhale, plant the hands. Option for single leg. take it down, chaturanga. Inhale, back to plank. Exhale, downward dog. Look towards the hands, step, walk or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, stand. Full Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step, walk or float, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra, or skip it. Exhale, downward dog. Step the right leg forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, plant the hands, chaturanga or straight to downward dog. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, dog. Step the left leg forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, take it down, chaturanga or straight to dog. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Hold for 2 breaths. And you can always move at your own pace. Look towards the hands, step or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, stand. 2 more. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step, walk, float, or skip it. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, dog. Right leg steps. Inhale, warrior one, strong warrior one. Exhale, plant the hands, vinyasa or skip it. Step the left leg. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, vinyasa or dog. Inhale. Exhale. Look towards the top of the mat. Step, walk or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, stand. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, step, walk, float or dog. Inhale. Exhale. Right leg steps. Inhale. Exhale. Vinyasa or skip it. Left leg steps. Inhale. Exhale, vinyasa or skip it. Look towards the front of the mat, step, walk or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sink into chair. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart center, keep the chair legs. Start to shift the weight onto the left leg, come up onto the right toes, take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, you're just gonna hover the right foot off. So you're in a single leg chair. And then keep low in the left leg. Start to bring yourself forward into a bent leg warrior three. So try and get the torso parallel to the floor. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, start to straighten the left leg. We'll do 3 more like that. So inhale, bend the knee. Exhale to straighten. And you can always feel free to take the arms out in front of you or out to the side. We'll go 1 more. Inhale. And then exhale. Inhale to come into the bend. Sweep the right leg back through up into the chest and then cross it over the left leg for eagle legs. Take the arms out to the side And then either give yourself a hug with the right arm underneath or bend at the elbows, palms come to touch, or the back of the hands, and sink down for eagle pose. That right foot can always be touching the floor, or it can be wrapped around the calf. Inhale, reach the elbows towards the ceiling, and then as you exhale, hollow out the belly and work the elbows towards touching the knees. And then inhale, lengthen it back up again. Exhale, unwind, come back to chair on the inhale. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift the left heel. And then exhale, lift the left foot. Holding for a few breaths in your single leg chair, trying to keep long through the spine. So you can still bend forward at the hips and stay long through the spine. And keep that knee bent. Start to shift the left leg back as you come into a bent leg warrior three. So you should really feel your right glute working now. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Try and keep the weight even throughout the foot. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the bend in the knees. Slowly draw the left knee up in towards the chest. And then cross the left knee over the right. Maybe wrapping, maybe bringing the foot to the floor. And once you've got your balance, take the arms wide, either giving yourself a hug with the left arm underneath or taking the wrap. Inhale, reach the elbows up to the sky. And then exhale, hollow out the belly. Start to round the elbows towards the knees. And then inhale it back up. Exhale, unwind. Inhale, sink for chair. And then exhale, fold it forward. Give the legs a little bit of a shake. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the right leg back. Inhale, lengthen through the chest. And then as you exhale, slight bend in the back knee. Raise up, crescent lunge. So make sure your feet are hips distance apart. Take as much of a bend as you need in through the back knee to lengthen through the lower back. So you don't want to be puffing through the ribs. You want to have a length and the shoulders fairly well over the hips. It's often harder to tell what it looks like. It's more about what it feels like in your body. Hold here for 3 more breaths. Inhale here, and then as you exhale, start to reach the torso forward at a 45-degree angle. Sweep the arms behind you. Inhale, keep the torso, reach the arms by the ears. Exhale, back. Make sure that left hip's hugging underneath you. Inhale, forward. 1 more. Exhale, back. And then this time, inhale, step all the way up to warrior three with the arms in front of you if you can. Right hip gently draws down towards the floor. All 5 toes pointing to the floor. And then slowly start to bend the left knee as you bring the right leg up in towards the chest. Come to standing. Inhale, stay here with the knee at the chest, or as you exhale, start to straighten the leg. Try and keep the height as much as you can, and try and keep yourself from leaning backwards. We're aiming for the shoulders over the hips. And then from here, bend the right knee. We're going to come back through warrior three. And then exhale, take the hands down for standing split. So the hands are directly underneath the shoulders. If you wanted to, you could stay here in standing split, or if handstand or handstand hops are in your practice, make sure that the shoulders are directly over the wrists, keep the right leg straight, and then start to hop off the left leg, maybe catching your balance. And then everybody, right leg comes to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left leg back. Inhale, lengthen through the torso. Exhale, slight bend in the back knee. Raise up to crescent. And then again, just gently reminding yourself of those alignment points. It's not so much that we want it to look a certain way, it's that we want to avoid injury. We practice today so that we can practice again tomorrow. Take an inhale here, and then as you exhale, hinge the torso forward at a 45, sweeping the arms behind you. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, back. Inhale. Exhale, and then keeping that right hip hugging in. Inhale, come all the way into warrior three with the arms extending in front of you. This patch of floor is uneven. And then start to bend the right knee slightly, drawing the left knee in towards the chest and coming all the way up to standing. Staying here on the inhale, and then as you exhale, maybe extending that left leg out in front of you. Just notice if you're rotating off towards the side at all. Try and draw the hips and the shoulders both in the same direction. And then as you exhale, start to come back through warrior three, reaching nice and long. And then bring the hands down to the floor. Hands are directly underneath the shoulders. You can be on your fingertips. You might need blocks. And then you could stay here in standing split. Or again, if you want to play with handstand or some handstand hops, feel free to take this opportunity. Left foot meets right foot, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, come into chair pose. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, you're going to twist over towards the right hand side, hooking the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Inhales, take the spine longer. Exhales, twist you deeper. And then inhale your way through center. Exhale, twist right elbow to left knee. Inhales, take the spine longer. Exhales, take you a little bit deeper. Peek down, make sure that both knees are staying in a line with each other. Inhale through center, and then exhale, forward fold. And take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring the arms off to capital T. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the right leg back. Inhale, come up to crescent. And then this time, exhale, drop the back foot, open yourself out into warrior two. So take a peek down. You want to be front heel to back arch, and your shoulders are pretty much over the hips. So try not to lean too far forward or too far backwards. And then raise the arms up to shoulder height. Front knee gently towards the pinky toe side. Flip the front palm. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And then as you exhale, come into side angle pose. So you could have forearm to thigh, hand to the inside, hand to the outside, hand to a block, whatever's working for you. Draw a nice long line of energy from the back edge of the back foot all the way to the fingers of the top hand, lengthening through the spine and making sure that that front knee stays directly over the ankle. Take one more inhale here. And then as you exhale, take the hands down to the floor, come off the back foot. Inhale here. Exhale, standing split. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, Shiva squat. Right knee comes behind the left. Inhale, lengthen. Stay with that or bring the hands to the chest. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Take the hands down to the floor. Take the right foot off to the left. So now you're in a kind of a bend. And then take the left arm up towards the sky. So you can play around with how far back or forward the right leg is. You want to feel a stretch in the left hip. Take one more inhale here. And then exhale, plant the right hand, step the right leg back to a low lunge. Inhale here, exhale, plank, and your choice, take it through a vinyasa or take it straight to downward dog. Look towards the hands, step, walk, float, handstand to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left leg steps back. Exhale, raise up, crescent. Take an inhale here, and then as you exhale, open yourself into warrior two on the right hand side. And settle in for about 5 breaths. Again, just gently reminding yourself of the alignment points. Creating space in your body as opposed to congestion. Flip the front palm. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, come into your version of side angle, forearm to thigh, inside, outside, or use a block. Strongly grounding down through the back leg and gently pressing the front knee, pinky toe side. Gazes wherever is comfortable for you. Exhale, take both hands to frame the front foot, come off the back toes, and then come into standing split. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, Shiva squat, left knee behind right. Stay here, or as you inhale, bring the hands to the chest. Exhale, squat. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale, hands come to the floor. Step the left leg off to the right. Try and get the sole of the foot down if you can. And then sweep the right arm up to the right. Again, feeling free to play around with the placement of that left foot. Find what feels good for your body. And then slowly release, step it back into plank, and then your choice, downward dog or take it through a vinyasa. And look towards the top, step, walk, float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, balanced chair. Keep the heels lifted as you inhale, raise the arms up, come all the way to standing. And then exhale, part the arms off to the side, start to hinge at the hips, fold forward. Gently starting to draw the arms back behind you as if you're, oh my goodness, what are those things? A hawk diving towards the floor. And then take the hands down, drop the heels, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, once more, chair pose. Exhale, take the hands to the heart center as you lift the heels and start to sink as slowly as you can down towards the floor. Again, trying to keep the weight even on the feet. Don't let the ankles roll out. And then come to sitting on your heels, and you might stay here balancing on your toes or taking the knees wide, or we can come into crow pose, nuzzling yourself down, hugging the thighs into the backs of the arms and starting to play with shifting the weight forward, maybe straightening the arms. And if it's in your practice here, you can take the head down to the floor and press up into tripod headstand. Wherever you are, we're going to play, stay, or take a child's pose for about 5 more breaths. And maybe if you're in tripod headstand, you work with piking the legs down towards the floor and then raising them back up. If you are in headstand, slowly start to make your way back down with control, bringing the legs to the backs of the arms, and then coming back into crow pose. And then wherever you are, step, walk, jump, float, with or without a vinyasa, to downward dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg up behind you. Exhale, bend the right knee, open the hip. Gently draw the right shoulder down towards the floor. And then as you exhale, come forward, bring the right knee towards the left elbow. Exhale, open. Inhale, knee to elbow. Exhale, open. One more like this. Inhale, knee to elbow. Exhale, open. Stay here or keep rotating, bringing the right foot down to the floor, opening up into wild thing. Up on the ball of the right foot. You can be on the sharp edge of the left foot with the legs straight, or you can have the left foot down on the floor. It's what's comfortable in your body. Take one more inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly come out the way that you came down, bringing the right hand down, and then bringing the right knee across to the left elbow, kicking the right leg out, and then opening up through the left arm for fallen triangle. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, you're going to scoop that left arm underneath the right. Inhale. 2 more like that. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. Inhale. And then exhale. Plant the left hand. Draw the left knee back to the elbow. And then back to 3-legged dog. Inhale. And then exhale, step it all the way forward. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, this time cross the right hand in front of the body as you sweep into side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. And then exhale, come into triangle pose. Cutting forward at the hip, reaching as far forward as you can, and then coming down. Maybe the hand comes to a block, shin, toes. Just try and keep length through both sides of the spine, wherever you are. Take one more inhale here. And then exhale, cartwheel the hands down towards the floor. Your choice, vinyasa or not. Inhale, sweep the left leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Gently drawing the left shoulder back in line with the right. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale to open. Exhale. Inhale. Last one like this. Exhale. And then inhale, open the hips, stay here, or keep traveling, slowly bringing that left foot back toward the floor. Maybe you catch them hang time with the left arm and the left leg off the floor. Opening up into wild thing. Making sure you're very stable through the right shoulder and you're gently drawing it onto the back. Slowly come out the way that you came in. Start to bring the left hand towards the floor as you lift the left leg. Maybe you get some hang time. And then bring it back into three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Kick the left leg out to the side. And then rotate onto the inside edge of the right foot as you sweep the right arm up. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, thread the needle. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back, three-legged dog on your inhale. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, modified side angle, sweep the left arm in front. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, cut forward at the left hip, reach far forward, and then come into triangle. Again, lengthening out the spine as if you're in between two planes of glass. Remember that your head is an extension of your spine, so where your head goes, your body will go. If it's really far forward, you're going to crumple forward. If it's really far back, you're going to overextend. So try and keep it nice and evenly lengthened. Inhale here. And then exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the floor with or without a vinyasa to downward dog. And then from downward dog, you're just going to drop either one or both elbows at the same time to the floor. Slowly if you're going with both elbows. And then come into dolphin pose. So you might need to adjust your stance, walking your feet in a little bit. Try and keep the shoulders above the elbows and the forearms parallel. If you have a forearm stand practice, you could of course take that here. Otherwise, centering through the left leg, bend slightly through the left leg, raise the right leg up. And bringing the right leg down, take a slight bend in the right knee as you raise the left leg up. And keep the chest working back towards the thighs. And then take the left leg down, drop the knees. Take a brief child's pose, extending the arms forward. And then coming up. So we're going to take headstand now. If you have another inversion that you want to practice, feel free. Come down as if you're setting up for dolphin, so opposite hands, opposite elbow, and then make a triangle, untucking the bottom finger. Come up into dolphin, up on the toes, walking the feet as far forward towards you as you can. Crown of the head comes to rest on the floor. Walk the feet in as far towards your body as you can, trying to get the hips above the torso, above the head. Stay here, or draw one heel to the bum. Stay here, two heels to the bum. Stay here, or slowly with control, raise the legs up. You can, of course, have a wall there, but I recommend not just kicking up to the wall. Work on the strength and control to get up slowly. Much safer for your neck. Wherever you are, we're going to take 5 more breaths to play or stay. Always feel free to take a child's pose. Feel free to stay here longer if you need. Otherwise, come down with control if you're in headstand, tucking one or both knees into the chest, and then slowly lowering down. We all meet in child's pose, arms extended, or you can come to embryo pose, wrapping the hands around by the feet. And while we're here, we're just going to thread the needle. So extend the left arm long, and then take the right arm underneath the left, coming to rest on the back of the right shoulder, maybe the back of the right ear. Maybe the right ear. Back of the right ear is your head. And then extend the right arm long. Take the left arm underneath the right, palm is facing up towards the ceiling. And then extend the arm long. And from here, you're just going to make your way onto your belly. So we'll start in Sphinx pose. So have the elbows underneath the shoulders. Palms are the same distance, parallel. And then think of drawing the elbows back as you draw the chest forward. Strongly press through the feet and then lengthen through the lower back. So slight lift of the lower belly, slight lengthening of the tailbone. And then again with the head, it's really going to depend on how much mobility you have in your upper back. So I'm very, very stiff. I can't get my chin parallel to the floor without overextending my neck. So be honest with yourself. Feel the line of your spine and then try and lengthen your neck along that line. Take 2 more breaths here. And then pressing into the tops of your feet, you're going to come into forearm plank on the tops of your feet. So just like we did at the start, draw those outer ankles in towards each other. Draw the sternum forward. And feel how much more work it takes in your legs and your lower abdominals in this position. And then slowly lower the hips down. Come back into Sphinx pose for breath. And then lower all the way down to the floor. Take the hands off to a cactus skydiving sort of position. Feet are going to be mat's distance apart. Press strongly into the feet. And then as you inhale, you're just going to peel the upper body off. So try and keep the elbows about the height of the shoulders and pay attention to your wrists. Your wrists are going to want to flick your fingers up towards the ceiling. See if you can keep the wrists neutral and get the height from the shoulders. So this is going to work your rotator cuff, the really important little muscle group that helps to control your shoulders. Often very weak, especially when we spend all day hunched over at a desk. And strengthening them up can help to improve a lot of shoulder issues. And then exhale, slowly lower forehead to the floor. And then pressing back into the feet. Inhale, come back into your skydiving position. This time as you exhale, you're going to shoot the arms forward in front of you. Again, not overextending through the neck. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, forward. And you can stay here, or if it feels okay in your lower back, start to float the legs off. Inner thighs gently roll to the ceiling to open up through the lower back. And take a few more at the pace of your own breath. See if you can get a little bit more height coming from that upper back region, not the neck or the lower back. One more. And then exhale, slowly lower down. Bring the feet back to hips distance apart. Extend the left leg out in front of you. Palm can be down, it can be facing inward, whatever's comfortable. Bend the right leg. Take a strap or your hand around the outside edge of the ankle. Keep the knees glued together, and then as you exhale, start to lift everything off. So it's like a half bow pose, kicking the right foot into the right hand. And then exhale, slowly release. We'll take it over to the other side. So extend the right arm long, bend the left leg, reach back with the left hand. Zip those legs up together. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, strongly kick the left foot into the left hand, raising up. Opening up through the left shoulder, lengthening through the spine. And then exhale, release. And now we'll go for full bow pose. If that doesn't work in your body, feel free to take cobra or any other belly back bends that we've been doing. Otherwise, reach back for the outside edges of the feet. If the knees came apart, draw them together, no wider than hips distance. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, strongly kick the feet back into the hands, raising up into bow pose. Two more breaths. Keep strongly kicking. And then exhale, slowly release. Make a cushion with the hands, rock the hips from side to side. And then bring the arms back off to that skydiver position. Prop yourself up on your left hand as if you're coming into cobra. Inhale, peel the chest off, and then exhale, start to rotate yourself towards the left. So you're using the left hand to almost push you over towards the right slightly, and you should feel a really nice big stretch in through the front of that right shoulder. And then exhale, slowly lower down, and then bring the left arm into the skydiver position, right hand as if you're going into cobra. Inhale, peel the chest up, and then exhale, press through the right hand, rotating yourself over towards the right, dropping through the left shoulder. And then coming back to center, and then from here, you're just going to make your way up into a seated position. So roll over the legs, rounding out through the spine as you go to get a little bit of a stretch. And then bring the legs out in front of you. Feet can be hips distance, feet can be together. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. And hold here for a couple of breaths. Again, seeing if you can get the head to stack directly over the rest of the spine. Sometimes it's helpful to do this against the wall to see what your posture is actually really like. Mine's terrible. Take one more inhale here, and then exhale, start to lean forward at the hips, reaching as far as you can, and then folding forward, grabbing the feet, ankles, calves, wherever is working for you. And then slowly roll yourself all the way up. From here, you're going to bring the sole of the right foot to the inside of the left leg. Turn yourself to face towards the left leg. Take an inhale here, and then as you exhale, you're going to walk the hands on the outside of the leg and get yourself as far forward as you can. Take an inhale, lengthen through the spine, and then exhale, fold forward, grabbing onto the leg if that feels good in your body. I find it helps if you cross the right hand to the outside of the left leg or foot. It just helps to square off the torso and get a nice stretch in through the lower back. And then start to roll yourself up, and we'll switch it to the other side, bringing the sole of the left foot in. Squaring yourself out over the right foot, take an inhale, and then exhale, start to walk yourself forward as far as you can. And then either staying with the hands to the outside or crossing one hand over to the outside of the left foot. Cross your left hand to the outside of your right foot. There we go. And then slowly rolling yourself all the way up. And then make your way onto your back. Bring the arms out in front of you, slowly rolling your way all the way down. And bringing the arms off to cactus or capital T. Cross the left ankle over the right knee. Draw the knees in towards you on an inhale. And then as you exhale, let the knees fall over towards the left, using the left ankle as a bit of an anchor for the right. Inhale your way through center. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. Draw them in, and then come over to the right side. And draw yourself back into center. Hug the knees in towards the chest. And if you want to, you can take happy baby here, reaching for the outside edges of both feet. Gently drawing the thighs down towards the floor. And bring the soles of the feet together and come into Supta Baddha Konasana. Let the palms fall up towards the ceiling. Take a nice deep inhale, hold it at the top. And then exhale through the mouth. And then come into your final resting pose, traditional Shavasana or whatever feels good in your body. And become an observer of the thoughts without attachment, without judgment. Inviting peace, inviting space into your body where before there was congestion and stagnation. Today, as you go forward, may you have freedom in your thoughts, flowing in your words, and as always, joy in your heart. Namaste.